Well, let's begin the broadcast with this big breaking input. Sushant investigation gets bigger. On one hand, Team Rhea is facing the ED heat, and on the other hand, they have now released private WhatsApp chats allegedly between Sushant Singh Rajput and Rhea Chakrabarti. More conversations that have been released by Team Rhea. These are private messages. We've accessed these messages. The WhatsApp chats accessed by Times Now talk about a possible rift between Sushant Singh Rajput and his sister Priyanka. However, these chats raise a lot of questions as there is no date reference in chat, no reference to the timeline, and no reference to the context of what this conversation is all about. We have the private messages that we've accessed here. If you take a closer look, okay, let's scroll down for a second. Let's scroll down. Yes, this says sushi. So what the team of Rhea Chakrabarti is trying to highlight is that this message was sent by Sushant Singh Rajput to Rhea Chakrabarti. But you know, if you use a mobile phone, that contact details can be edited. So at this point in time, we don't know if this was really Sushant Singh Rajput messaging Rhea Chakrabarti, but this is what the team claims. Rhea Chakrabarti team claims that Sushant Singh Rajput sent these private messages to Rhea Chakrabarti. Let's now scroll up. So upon being asked by Rhea Chakrabarti how he's doing, this is what Sushant Singh responds. This is what he tells Rhea Chakrabarti. He says, "Not great. My sister is now manipulating Sid Bhai." We don't know who Sid Bhai is, and that's why we are saying there's a context of the conversation provided by Team Rhea. So he says, "Not great. My sister is now manipulating Sid Bhai, playing a victim card, trying to divert this entire thing that you and me." In the bracket, it says that you and I are letting go into me physically punishing her for the act. It's such a severe disappointment. Now, if you read this particular exchange of message, you'll get a sense that Sushant Singh Rajput was unhappy with his sister, and he goes on to say that my sister is now manipulating Sid Bhai and my sister is playing a victim card. That's the sense you would get, that things were not right between Sushant Singh Rajput and his sister Priyanka. Something had happened because of which Sushant Singh Rajput was upset. Now, this is the alleged conversation that took place between Rhea Chakrabarti and Sushant Singh Rajput, and in the last line of this particular chat, he says it is such a severe disappointment. What is he disappointed about? That is not clear yet in the conversation. And post that, Rhea Chakrabarti says, "Please call after your meeting." So after he expresses disappointment, she says, "Please call after your meeting." Now, this is very important. This basically is a message that Sushant Singh Rajput sent to her sister Priyanka, and then he forwarded this to Rhea Chakrabarti for her to read this, to go through this, which says, and this is for Priyanka forwarded to Rhea, "You do this after the shameful act, making this a cover-up to attract attention, playing a victim card to the most non-negotiable act of molestation." Look at the words. Non-negotiable act of molestation under alcohol. Well, my dear sister, there is our mother and there is God that my mother stood for, taught me. And this bit is very important. After the shameful act. What is the shameful act? We don't know anything about that. That hasn't come up yet in this conversation that Rhea Chakrabarti's team is claiming was part of the message sent by Sushant Singh Rajput to her, forwarded to her in fact. And then look at these lines. He says, "I am worried by my sister," and he calls his own sister pure evil. Either he's referring to what has happened as pure evil, or he's referring to his sister Priyanka as pure evil. But what really has happened? Why is Sushant Singh Rajput so upset, so worried about his sister, about what really took place that night? Nothing of that sort has been spoken about in this conversation. So this is the exchange between Rhea Chakrabarti and Sushant Singh Rajput, where the message that was meant for Priyanka was then forwarded to Rhea as well, where Sushant says that my sister is now manipulating Sid Bhai, she's playing a victim card, and this is such a severe disappointment. We did ask some counter questions to Rhea's team and asked them to provide us with a timeline. Details of the day when these messages were exchanged between Sushant Singh Rajput and Rhea Chakrabarti, and this is why we are saying that answers to counter questions were not provided. Anomaly number one, like I said, there is no date reference in a chat. If you take screenshot of your WhatsApp chat, you must have noticed it does tell you when that chat or the exchange took place. But messages that we just showed you on the big screen here had no reference of the date. So we don't know at what point in time, which year, which month did the exchange take place. Anomaly number 2, there is no reference of the timeline. These details have not been provided by Team Rhea. Anomaly number 3, why release at this juncture? Now that the investigation is going on, and also when the family was leveling allegations, Rhea Chakrabarti did not say a word. All of a sudden, there are these messages which are being released. Why is this part of some sort of a slander campaign to malign the family, as is being alleged by the family? Now take a look at this. This is what Sushant Singh Rajput, in reference to Priyanka, his sister, tells Rhea Chakrabarti. He says, my sister is now manipulating Sid Bhai, playing a victim card. It is such a severe disappointment. These are excerpts of really the exchange that took place. So these are excerpts of the messages that were sent by Sushant Singh Rajput to Rhea Chakrabarti, allegedly, because Team Rhea claims that Sushant Singh Rajput had spoken about how manipulative his sister is and how disappointed he is with the entire episode. These are the exchanges that took place, but like I said, no details on the date, no details on timeline, no details on what the context of the entire information, the exchange of the messages was. And these questions and these anomalies rather raise very severe and very, very serious questions. Why is it that Team Rhea is now releasing these messages? Let's go across to our guests who are joining us on the panel. We have with us Tuhin Sinha, spokesperson of the BJP. We also have Priyanka Tibrewal, advocate, Mahesh Tiwari, leader of the Shiv Sena, Manasvi Thapar, lawyer. Good evening to all of you. Let me first go across to the Shiv Sena leader, Mahesh Tiwari, on the broadcast. Mahesh Tiwari, an article in Samna questioning the kind of relationship Sushant Singh Rajput had with his father. What does that have to do with the investigation? Why are these things being talked about? Is this a slander campaign? Those are the allegations that the family is leveling, that this is part of a slander campaign against the family to malign their image.
See, what Bihar police as well as the Bihar government is doing in this case is shameful. Actually, it is direct encroachment of the jurisdiction, and it is a direct.
No, I am not talking about the jurisdiction. I am talking about the article.
No,
I am talking about the article. Is it part of some sort of a slander campaign against the family?
No, not a campaign against the family, because we have full sympathy towards the family and we are doing our best to investigate.
Then why are these pot shots being taken?
But the way the politics of Bihar government is playing into this matter is shameful. And what is according to law permissible, the Mumbai police is doing well.
The Mumbai police failed to file even an FIR, sir. कितने दिन हो गए? सुशांत सिंह राजपूत की मौत को कितने दिन हो गए? How many more days was the Mumbai police really going to take before they actually registered a case, before they actually filed an FIR? And not just that, Tuhin Sinha, several WhatsApp messages from the family side also are in public domain, where they continuously kept the family. I'll come to you, sir. They kept the family in loop. They told him that there was a threat to Sushant Singh Rajput's life. The police says, we want a written complaint, we can't act on this. And now Team Rhea is putting out these messages, trying to, give us all a sense that things were not right between Sushant Singh Rajput and his family.
Swati, what the prime accused is doing is simple juvenile gimmicks, which anybody in her position, when she, when the case is so watertight, when it's an open and shut case, would do. But what is shocking is the behavior of the state government in Maharashtra. They have almost, if you actually follow the last few days, they have started to speak the language of the prime accused. And today they are casting aspersions on the victim, on his relationship with his family members. It almost gives me the impression, unless they fancy Rhea Chakrabarti to be the future Yuva Neta of Shiv Sena, why would they go to this extent to shield a potential culprit? And this is what is extremely embarrassing about the case. From day one, they have made every attempt to subvert investigation, whether, that was immediately passing it off as a suicide, when there were so many indications that it was not a suicide.
Also, collusion charges, Manasvi Thapar, collusion charges have been leveled against the Mumbai police, that the Mumbai police is, colluding with Rhea Chakrabarti in this entire investigation. Those are the allegations being leveled. a senior officer of the Mumbai police can stay in touch with Riya Chakrabarti, and the call data records, expose that. But the family members had to wait for the police to, come out with the justification that we want a written complaint. They kept on informing the police, the then DCP, that there was some sort of a threat to Sushant Singh Rajput's life.
Obviously, the then DCP's conduct, the Maharashtra police definitely needs to answer on that front. That obviously we cannot deny on that particular aspect of what the conduct of DCP was. Moving on to the current topic, I would want to say the Team Riya has been ridiculed by the social media, by the media, and in the legal parlance, this is the understanding: innocent until proven guilty. But Team Riya and Riya herself and the Maharashtra police and the government have been guilty until proven innocent. So they have been fighting against the social media campaign, against the media campaign, against the BJP understanding, wherein they have believed that this is not a suicide, this is a murder. So there are different kind of theories which are going around. One is a suicide, then another is an abatement to suicide. Third one is the murder theory.
Manasvi Thapar, it was Riya herself. It was Riya herself who demanded a CBI investigation. She
correct.
Yes. She tagged the Home Minister of the country, Amit Shah, when she pleaded that she, as Sushant Singh Rajput's girlfriend, she had left him. She left him on June 8th. She left his house on June 8th in Sinha. And till June 13th, till June 14th, till the day Sushant was found dead, there was no exchange of communication between them, no phone calls made. At least that is what the call data record suggests. Then she comes out and says, I am his girlfriend, I demand a CBI inquiry. And then she runs to the court and says, the jurisdiction is a big issue here, only Mumbai police will investigate.
If the investigation had taken place in the right earnest, let me tell you that Riya, Siddharth Pithani and Miranda should have been detained simply because there have been so many times when they have gone back on what they have stated previously. Have they been cross-examined until now? If you cross-examine them, the number of times they have changed their versions on your show 3 days back, Siddharth Pithani says that Sushant Singh Rajput was 5 feet 8 inches tall. I mean, somebody staying with him for the last 1 year, can he be so drastically wrong on the height of his flatmate? And then that version that they waited for the carpenter to leave after he had opened the door, would anybody do that?
But why did this not raise suspicion? Why did this not raise suspicion for the Mumbai police? Mahesh Tiwari, why did the police not get suspicious of these versions that were coming in from people who were inside the house when Sushant Singh Rajput was found dead? Why did this not raise the suspicion?
Madam, let me reply to your first question, which you sought.
Somebody important.
Mr. Tiwari, go ahead.
Can I come in? Still, madam, you first asked me why Mumbai police has not registered an FIR so far. Actually, you have called a very good counsel here in your panel, and they must be agree with my submissions. First of all, such type of cases on which we are discussing right now, in such type of cases, only proceeding under section 174 is permissible as per law. And after the preliminary inquiry, according to facts, according to the evidences which collected, FIR can be registered. But prior to that, prior to proceeding of 174, no FIR is permissible.
Mr. Tiwari, the entire angle of the investigation itself is being questioned, sir. The Mumbai police kept on rounding up Bollywood biggies. It kept on going by the theories doing the rounds that there was an insider versus outsider fight, that there was nepotism, pressure being built and projects being taken away. All right, the Mumbai police wanted to focus on that angle as well. Is understandable. But then there were close aides of Sushant Singh Rajput who kept on saying that they think something is not right here. They think that the investigation should also be looking into individuals who were staying in that house. Their questioning, a lot of suspicion should have been raised on the part of the Mumbai police, given the circumstances when the body of Sushant Singh Rajput was found. That never happened, and that's why the family had to register an FIR in Patna.
Let me reply of your question. Till now, 2 writ petitions have been rejected by the Supreme Court, which were filed praying for CBI investigation. And while rejecting first writ petition, the observation which the Honorable Supreme Court gave is very important. the Supreme Court gave the observation that the Mumbai police is investigating the matter. Let them be allowed to investigate. Tell me. I have asking a simple question. As of now, no court, no judicial authority ever been questioned the investigation of the Mumbai police. Only politicians.
No, the family. No, the family, sir. The family. Please don't forget the family against whom articles are being written. Against whom articles are being written in your mouthpiece. Manasvi Thapar, can the family not demand a CBI investigation? If the family feels that they are not able to come to terms with the fact that the Mumbai police is not looking into crucial aspects as per them, can they not, demand a investigation from an agency, an independent agency? Does the family have no right to do that?
What we see prima facie is they have registered a FIR, and that FIR has been converted into a CBI inquiry, and that is already done in Bihar. Now what is left is on the jurisdictional aspect, which we are going to get, which we'll have a clarity in the next 2-3 days. What is the Supreme Court going to say about it? But the moot question is, the legal academic question here is on the jurisdictional aspect. A cause of action happened in Mumbai. FIR is registered in Bihar. So how much of the jurisdictional value will it have? And this would be a precedent. This precedent would go for a long way in the country.
Let's wait for the Supreme Court to take a call on that. Let's wait for the Supreme Court to take a call on that. Getting back to, we'll wait for the Supreme Court to take a call on that, because no one can second guess what the courts are going to say. But Manasvi Thapar, when the family started, and many people say that there's some sort of a campaign running against Riya Chakrabarti. No, the family started putting out details. The family started, leveling certain allegations, which in fact formed a part of the FIR. So a legal action was being sought by the family. They weren't just making statements. They turned it into an FIR. When the family released those WhatsApp messages, there were details of the day when those messages were exchanged with the DCP of Bandra. In this particular case, there is absolutely no detail of when did Sushant Singh Rajput actually tell Riya Chakrabarti that, I am really upset with my sister.
Yeah, so now lots of allegations are coming out. Till yesterday, we had allegations only from the side of the family. Now Riya herself is putting out some allegations on the family.
No, but what are those allegations? That is a very interesting point. That's a very interesting point, Manasvi Thapar. And let me bring in Tuhin Sinha also. When the family released those WhatsApp messages, they turned it into an FIR as well, and they are alleging that Riya Chakrabarti had a big role to play. Abetment to suicide is the case that they want, the police to, or the investigating agency to look into and proceed in that direction. What is Riya Chakrabarti or her team trying to do by releasing these WhatsApp messages? Are they saying book the family? Are they saying book the family?
Since you refer to the WhatsApp exchange between
the family,
since you refer to the WhatsApp message exchanges between Sushant Singh's family members, if you look at one of the messages sent by his brother-in-law, it clearly states that Sushant's life is not in his control anymore. It is being ruled by his girlfriend, her manager, and other family members of his girlfriend. So if it is clearly established, now, if you selectively release these chats, this has only happened because, his control was not in his hand.
And Mr. Tiwari, because the police never acted on that particular initial exchange of messages, when the family reached out to the police, that is the reason why the family has every right to demand an investigation from an independent agency. They reached out to the police back then.
No, it's a completely false allegation against the Mumbai police, and we cannot doubt on the credibility and capability of the Mumbai police. And let me answer of your question with regard to the CBI inquiry, whether CBI inquiry is permissible or not. I must tell you, the law is very much settled in the case of the State of West Bengal versus Committee for Protection of Democratic Rights 2010.
No, sir, I did not. I did not ask you if the CBI investigation is permissible or not. I said let the courts take a call on that.
The question is involved in this.
I said let the court take a call on that. I said let the top
court has already settled.
Let the top court settle the jurisdiction issue as well.
Without the consent of the state government, CBI inquiry is not permissible, but the Bihar police and Bihar government is doing all these things. Why should I?
Why are you not responding? Why are you not answering my question? Why are you not answering my question on the exchange of messages between the brother-in-law and the then DCP Bandra?
Madam, these evidences and these discussion is subject matter of the fair investigation, which Mumbai police is doing. until and unless the investigation is completed, how can I say
No, but
that
Manasvi
these
Thapar, the then
messages are
DCP has
relevant to this
accepted
case?
that he did get those messages. He said, no, but we wanted a written complaint. We wanted a written complaint before we could act. And the family then reminded after his death as well that we did give you I beg your pardon. We did give you, on those WhatsApp messages in written. We red flagged, we gave you all those signals that there was something wrong. And post that also, post the death also, the Mumbai police did not look into it.
See,
This question is to me.
DCP Zone 9, Paramjit Singh Dahiya, the ex-DCP, the conversation between the brother-in-law and the ex-DCP was an informal nature, and the Mumbai police have already given out a statement on that front also. That was an informal nature, and that is why they had told that give us the complaint in writing. Because without giving, under what sections do you want to book RIA? Under what sections do you want to charge RIA in the month of February? That was not clear. You just wanted to pressurize us, keep an eye on Sushant and RIA, but that was not possible for Mumbai police to do that. So that is what the understanding would have been.
After the death also, the Mumbai police did not think that there was something suspicious, that earlier when the family reached out to us, at least let's look into that. Why did the family say those things in February? We need to explore this angle. Even after the death, the Mumbai police did not think it was fit to investigate that lead which was coming in from the family. Those questions have not been answered, Manasvi Thapar, and that's why I said the family was disappointed. That's why the family did not trust the way the investigation was proceeding under the Mumbai police. Tuhin Sinha, Manasvi Thapar and Mahesh Tiwari, thank you very much for joining us.